Srinath, the other thing that you are involved with is the New India Foundation. And it's been now 10 years, isn't it? It's the 10th year of the fellowship.
Yes.
You want to talk a little bit about the foundation, how it's grown, how it's, in importance?
Yeah, so the New India Foundation has been around effectively since 2004. And we have done several rounds of fellowships. Our fellowships are effectively aimed at giving an opportunity for people who want to write about India after independence, so non-fiction books. And we call for applications, and we get hundreds of proposals typically recycle. And and we are totally sort of Catholic about what kinds of projects we are interested in. You could do it from any sort of academic perspective. You could write it as an economist, you could write it as a social scientist, as a historian, or you could even write a personal journalistic account, any kind of narrative non-fiction, as long as it illuminates certain very important things about India, in contemporary India, which we define as India after 1947. And so we've had a good run, and as you said, we are having another round of fellowships coming up. And the deadline is going to be in a few weeks from now, and we're very much looking forward to the next round of it.
It must be quite a task. You must be getting such quality submissions, such quality proposals from all over the country to narrow it down to 5 or 6. That must be quite a task as a trustee, as a part of NIF.
Yeah. So there are two things. One is, of course, we do get many applications, and applications which are about such a diverse range of subjects. In some ways, even those applications are a good indicator of what a fascinating country we live in, and how many interesting things there are to be told and learned about our own facts. So yes, so that is generally a challenge, and we do interview more candidates, and we typically give about anywhere between 7 to 9 fellowships, depending on how it works out. Now, we've been very lucky with the New India Foundation to have members who have served on the jury for selecting fellows, for many years, right, very beginning, and that they have been really the sort of mainstay of how this process has gone forward. I mean, the New India Foundation itself was started by Ramachandra Guha and but in the beginning we had the eminent sociologist Andre Bede, who used to be on the jury. Professor Neeraja Gopal Jayal, political scientist, she has been on the jury from the very beginning. I joined the jury a few years after them and have now joined the trust along with Manish Sabarwal, Team Lead Services, who's also chairman of the trust. And we have Dr. Rukmini Banerjee of Pratham, who's also been on the selection panel for many years. So we are actually highly indebted to our colleagues who agreed to take out so much of time to read these fellowships and make these.
And it is great to know that the fellowship goes on undeterred by the pandemic, or it's no stopping it.
Yeah, I mean, we are very committed to keeping that process going, and because this, it's easy to say that to top up one's own kind of venture and fellowship. But I would say the New India Foundation fellowship is unique in some ways. I don't think there is a comparable fellowship in India which actually gives a year-long kind of fellowship, which is very well funded and supported. At this point of time, we pay all our fellows 1.5 lakh rupees every month for the duration of the fellowship. That effectively allows them not to have to hold another full-time sort of position for that time. They can take sabbatical from wherever they are working and devote themselves to this particular task. So in that sense, it's genuinely a...
It's sorry? 1.5 lakh rupees a month, right?
1.5 a month, exactly. So and we've always kind of it's gone up over the years. And the other thing which is quite unique is the kind of support that the foundation provides to all our fellows in terms of the process of their research. Ram Guha, in particularly all these years, has been really a mentor to all our fellows in terms of discussing their projects with them, helping them sort of chart things out. Reading drafts, commenting on them. Now, of course, we have in-house editorial kind of support within the New India Foundation. We have a network of older fellows who are also ready and willing to help the other fellows. And we have in touch with so many publishers. And many of our books, as you'd notice, have been sort of placed with some of the best publishing houses in India.
And done so well.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think.
And apart from the fellowship, there is also the non-fiction book prize, which for which submissions are also on.
That's right. Yeah. And the non-fellowship book prize, which we call the Kamaladevi Chattopadhyay NIF Book Prize, named after one of the most eminent Indians of the 20th century, is again for the best non-fiction book about modern India, published in the previous calendar year. So, for instance, in the year 2020, we are inviting nominations for books which were published in the calendar year 2019. And again, we get a diverse range, and this is the third year of the book prize. And I think just looking at the quality of submissions that we've had in the last couple of times, and I'm not just talking about the winners, who, of course, wrote outstanding books, Milan Vaishnav and Orneet Shani, but the shortlist and just the quality of submissions that we're getting, I think that allows us again as a foundation to really foster our mission, which is to encourage better writing about this extraordinary country in which we all live, and whose stories need to be told not just to us but to global audiences.
Yeah,